Yes, it is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. Look, let's be honest. We can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, or if you're not the NCAA tournament playing women's basketball, you got nothing. Zero zip, nothing. Angel Reese may be playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss layups? Not I.
What happens when you take Caitlin Clark out of the equation? The new Unrivaled Basketball League just found out the hard way. Their opening weekend ratings are in, and they're about as underwhelming as an Angel Reese missed layup. Remember when Reese boldly claimed this?
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Looks like reality just dumped on Angel Reese's big talk. Talk about a massive train wreck. Stick around as we break down the numbers, dive into fan reactions, and uncover what this means for the new 3-on-3 league, where Reese was supposed to be the biggest draw. Trust me, you won't want to miss this reality check. Ready? Let's dive in.
They released the first television numbers, TNT did, and they're bragging about them because, well, they're the best they've ever been. Because they've only been once. It's like being the most handsome man at the Dockett's family reunion. It sounds good, but it really doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot. Look, let's be honest, the new women's basketball professional 3-on-3 league. The numbers were released from TNT, and they are not very good.
Remember when Angel Reese couldn't stop bragging about being the reason people watch women's basketball? Yeah, those were the days. Fresh off LSU's championship win against Iowa, and that viral moment, Reese was riding high on her newfound fame. She was everywhere. Talk shows, social media, you name it. And she had plenty to say about her star power. Reese didn't just embrace the spotlight, she practically camped out in it, boldly declaring herself the face of women's basketball. Whether it was interviews, social media posts, or public appearances, it was all about Angel Reese. You'd think she was the second coming of Michael Jordan with the way she hyped herself up.
It's hilarious because it's my understanding now, she keeps telling us, Angel Reese keeps telling us that it's not just Caitlin Clark, that she's part of this brigade of women's basketball players that are leading all these new viewers into the WNBA. And I think it's these ratings right here that prove the biggest point.
But you know what they say, pride comes before a fall, and Angel Reese just took a major tumble. The Unrivaled league ratings are in, and let's just say they're not exactly matching the hype. All that big talk about how people watch women's basketball because of Reese? Well, now it's time to put that claim to the test. As the so-called star of this new league, the spotlight is all hers. But the numbers tell a different story, and it's not a flattering one for Reese.
More statistical data that proves no. Nobody's tuning in to see Angel Reese.
Now, I'm not saying Angel Reese is solely responsible for these dismal ratings. That wouldn't be fair. But when you talk a big game, you'd better be ready to back it up. And right now, those numbers are looking about as flat as a deflated basketball.
We knew TNT would have to do something to try to spin this in some kind of positive direction, and I just don't think there's a way to do it, because Unrivaled, the women's basketball league, the new women's basketball league that we said would be dead on arrival without Caitlin Clark playing in it, was in fact dead on arrival. All right, let's just say unraveled already.
We all knew TNT would try to put a positive spin on things, but let's be honest, there's no salvaging this. The Unrivaled League, the shiny new women's basketball venture that we said would be dead on arrival without Caitlin Clark, was in fact exactly that. Let's just say Unrivaled has Unrivaled down to it only getting started. So just how bad are we talking? Brace yourselves, because it's not pretty. The first 2 days of Unrivaled games averaged about 312,000 viewers TNT tried to dress it up as the most watched women's basketball programming in their network's history. But let's be real, That's not exactly a high bar. With all the marketing hype and novelty surrounding the league, you'd expect a lot more. According to TNT's PR spin, Friday night's debut games averaged ** 312,000 viewers ***. But let's break that down. How many of those were just people leaving their TVs on, hoping to catch Charles Barkley later? If we subtract the players' families, are we even cracking 300,000? To put things into perspective, these numbers are about the same as regular WNBA games * without * Caitlin Clark. And we all know what happens when Clark steps on the court. Viewership * easily * soars past 1 million. Comparing * Unrivaled's * debut to the Caitlin Clark effect is like comparing a backyard pickup game to the NBA Finals. But here's where it gets even worse, because yes, get worse. After that initial * high * of 300,000 viewers, things took a nosedive. Monday's ratings. A total disaster. We're talking for the first game, and just over * 100,000 * for the second. Ouch! And get this, the second game actually saw a drop in viewers from the first. Why is that significant? Because Angel Reese played in that second game. Yep, despite all her talk about being *, the * reason people watch women's basketball, more people tuned out when she hit the court. Remember when Angel Reese couldn't stop talking about how she was *, the * reason people watch women's basketball? Well, the numbers are in, and they're telling a very different story, one that's not exactly flattering. Reese was supposed to be the main attraction for the new * Unrivaled * league, but as it turns out, fans just aren't buying what she's selling. In fact, they literally tuned * out * when her game came on. So what's going through Reese's mind right now? Is she still convinced she's the draw she thought she was? Because right now, those ratings are looking about as flat as a deflated basketball. And if you thought the viewership was bad, wait until you see what's happening on the court. Let's be honest. * Unrivaled * isn't just struggling to attract viewers, it's struggling to put the ball in the hoop. And we're not talking about tough contested shots. No, we're talking about wide-open layups clanking off the rim like it's a game of hot potato. If you caught any of the lowlights from opening weekend, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Missed layups, fumbled passes, and an overall lack of execution made the games nearly unwatchable. When * Unrivaled * was first announced, it promised fans a showcase of elite talent, the best of the best, they said. But what we got instead? Let's just say it's far from highlight reel material. The opening weekend was a basketball purist's nightmare. Fast breaks ended in turnovers, open shots sailed over the backboard, and the level of play left much to be desired. And here's the kicker. Despite the lackluster play, the league's coverage felt more like a marketing campaign than an honest broadcast. Pre-game shows, post-game shows, sideline interviews, it was all * praise, praise, praise *, but where was the actual analysis? Where was the constructive criticism? If an NBA team was getting blown out by 30, you can bet the studio analysts would be breaking down exactly what's going wrong. Instead, the * Unrivaled * commentary felt like one long infomercial. But don't just take my word for it. Basketball analysts and former players have been * roasting * the league's quality of play. One analyst even called out the coverage for being way too positive, saying, *, we need to be more honest with our constructive criticism of women's basketball. * translation, this is bad, and we need to be able to say it. And if you think that's harsh, just wait until you hear about Monday's game between the Laces Basketball Club, featuring Alyssa Thomas and fan favorite Kate Martin, against the Mist Basketball Club, which boasts WNBA champion Breanna Stewart and most improved player Dejounte Carrington. The final score: * 63 to 43 ***. That's not a typo. The Mist managed to put up just ** 43 points ** in an entire professional basketball game. At one point, They were stuck at asterisk 4 points asterisk for what felt like an eternity. It was like they were shooting on one of those carnival rims that are rigged to be smaller than the ball. This whole situation highlights a bigger issue within women's basketball media. There's little room for honest critique. Anytime someone points out flaws, they're accused of asterisk-hating asterisk or being negative. But let's be real, if the product on the court isn't delivering, it needs to be addressed. And the ultimate reality check, it came from none other than Draymond Green.